Our family, the story is almost same. Gentleman, what just now he spoke. It is about our elder son who is in CADBAMS now. He was also a brilliant student, and we noticed this problem. We took him to many counselors and psychiatrists, but to our dismay, nobody told us that. Even they gave a hint that he suffers from either psychosis or schizophrenia. It was finally when we came to CADBAMS, we came to know that. And of course, one thing which bothers my mind is it genetic? Because these are the things which I often think that is it because of some genetic phenomena. I would like to ask specifically, is it genetic?
That bit. However, now that's a very important question. Now, as of now, the literature available does point towards that, yes, there is definitely a role of genetics. Let me just explain. If one parent has it, okay, the risk of having schizophrenia in the children, okay, goes up, we say, about 20%. However, if both parents are having schizophrenia, the risk doubles. So it's almost like 50%, 40 to 50% chances of having that. If you look around, I presented that the lifetime prevalence is about 1%, which means at any given point of time, the risk of, in a general population, the risk of having that illness is about 1%, which is 1 in 100. Now, if, say, I have an illness, the sibling getting that illness goes up, say, about 10%, 5 to 10%. To simplify, the general risk or the risk in the general population, say if it is 1%, subsequently the family members and the tracing back towards, if you look at the parents also, the risk is there. So there is a definite genetic contribution. However, what I want to add on is we have not reached a stage where we have been able to identify a single gene which is responsible for that. So what it means is there is also a contribution of the environment. Again, if a person who has schizophrenia, who gets married, in the same family, if the person goes on to have children, 3, 4, 2 children I think is the norm now. So nobody may get illness, but it could well be the next generation also. So it is possible that they may skip generations also. So adding on to that, it is not that 100% certainty that the individual will get it. So there is always a chance. What we say, what we advise, I'll just change that question a little. If a person has schizophrenia, if the question is asked, can we have children? Okay, we say that again, as of now, the answer to that is yes, because nobody can be saying with certainty that the child will get it also. So we have not really reached that stage. We can do some testing to say that the individual is going to get it in future also. So we have not. So there are a number of questions still remaining. However, what we know, now again this is all studies from, if I remember right, Denmark, and that was done probably about 30 or 40 years ago. So we are still there in that kind of research what we have. But it has stood the test of time. So there is a genetic contribution which also, along with the environmental risk, that adds to that. So the environment cannot be ignored, the role of environment. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, doctor. And one small, right now my son seems to have recovered quite a lot. I mean, what just a year back he went to Cadman Center. Today there's a lot of change in him, positive side. But still, I don't think it measures up to the stage where he can be on his own and he can this thing. So I was interested in the skill development activities. I mean, in order to make him independent in life, I mean, to the extent possible with the help of the drugs and the therapy. I was interested in that. So how do we go on that? I mean, what Cadmans has got to offer? That is my another question.
See, any psychosocial rehabilitation center, specifically Kadabams, you have short stay homes, like where for a few months to year the client can stay and get a therapeutic intervention, which includes various areas of skill building, be it personal hygiene, be it social skills, or if the improvement or enhanced capacity, then occasional training or occasional rehabilitation. So it goes in different areas according to the level of ability and or according to the level of disability. And apart from that, you also have a concept called daycare center, where your client can go in the morning and avail whatever the skills that are required and can come back home or any hostel kind of situation. And you also have a concept called long-term care, where the client can stay for longer period of time to gain this skill development. Have I answered? Or you wanted us? Do you want? Yeah.